Actually, the process was really easy. Um, you two laid it out very simply, in layman's terms, and you always were there if we had any questions or concerns or just kind of doubt in our head. Um, it's not techy and big words. It's very basic. This is your recommendations, and as long as we follow it, things happened. And there was always a constant communication between the two of you. You were willing to say, hey, let's try this and see if it works. And if it worked, great, let's go with it. And if it didn't work, okay, well, let's figure out why. Not people are going to veer to the left and some people are going to veer to the right, but you let us kind of figure out which direction we had to go. Everybody's body is different and life is different. So it was very easy to understand. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Frustrating once or twice on my end, just with me and my personality, but it was very fun, very easy. Social media and internet and magazines and all the stuff that you can find out there is just mind-boggling. And I came from being an athlete most of my life and trying to stay active, even with things that I know I should do or I know what would work, or just having a basic background, all that stuff that we're bombarded with, especially, with how celebrities look and diet pills and supplements and this diet and whatever is out there, it can be very confusing. So you guys kind of just put the brakes on, you know what I mean? And said, wait a minute, get all that out of your head. Let's break it down into basic. So where I was coming from was, obviously I'm in my mid to late 40s, and don't laugh. And what
you look
was
amazing for mid to late 40s. I'm not gonna
lie. What was working for me, say, obviously in my 20s before children, even into my early to mid 30s with kids, it wasn't working. What I do for a living has stayed constant, but the hours have changed, the demands have changed. My personal life has changed, just like with my kids going from being 6 and 9 to now all of a sudden being in high school and college and very busy with with their lives. So what I was doing before, what I was trying to go back to, it was frustrating because I wasn't getting the results. It's nice to know, hey, I can send you guys a message and say, I lost a pound or two, or I can see a bicep, and you guys are like, yeah, right on. You were there supporting me. And what I had said before, if something wasn't working, you were like, okay, well, let's try this. And I know your program comes from just basic scientific proof, no BS, no, hey, this supplement, here's $30 for the supplement, and you need to go, do 4 hours of fasted, running at 7.5 miles an hour, which obviously I can't do. Change the way I look, because I was starting to look a little frumpy. So it's been fun. I know I keep saying it's been fun, but it's been fun, and it's been an easy process.
How long were you kind of really getting frustrated with the way your body was starting to look? How long was that process prior?
I would say probably about three, maybe 4 years. Things started to change probably around the age of 42 or 43 for me. It's like all of a sudden I look down and I'm like, oh, where'd that gut come from? It's kind of like, ooh, okay. And why am I working out so hard and eating a certain way? And why do I still have that thing down there? Not that I need to look like a supermodel. Again, for me, my own personal, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? My body's changing. And of course, my mother kept saying, oh, you're in your 40s now. It's all hormonal. And that may be part of it. but I didn't like it.
Mhm.
And I knew there was something out there. I've seen plenty of women my age or even older who look fantastic,
Mhm.
who still have a life, who still either work outside or inside the home and, have kids and family, just mom responsibilities. Um, but it was, yeah, I would say, to answer your question, I would say it was like my early-ish 42, 43. That's when I
Mhm.
started to not be happy with the way I looked. Yeah, so overwhelming. So, you try this fad diet for a week or two and you're expecting instant results. And then when it doesn't happen, you're like, okay, well, let's try diet number 2 and then number 3 and number 4. And by the time you're on like your 10th diet for 10 weeks or 10 months, whatever it might be, your body internally is so messed up. Your head psychologically is so messed up. And then I could see where a lot of people just give up. Me getting away from the scale, because the scale just is just an ugly demon at the bottom of our feet, and it doesn't tell the whole picture, you know? So do I get on the scale? My weigh-ins are Mondays, like they've always been. So yes, I do get on the scale. Give it a try. I think, you know, women would be pleasantly surprised again how easy and fluid it is. You don't have to come from an athletic background or an exercise background, because that's what the two of you are for. You know what I mean? It's an easy process. I would definitely do it again. Yeah, I'd say go for it. What if not for looking better, just for feeling better, for sleeping better, um, for taking the knowledge of the basic everyday nutrition. You can live your life. You can still have a slice of birthday cake, and you can still go out to dinner with your friends and still lose weight or, tone up, whatever the person's goal is. I say go for it. I say it's well worth it. Well worth the time and the financial and totally doable.
So your wide-eyed ending. Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'll as soon as the weather gets nice and I can actually get on the beach, I'll take some more pictures.
You're just rubbing it in that you've got a beach near you.
I'm sorry. You guys can visit anytime. As long as you
Take you
bring
up on that when COVID-19
your
off.
significant other, you can bring your significant others and your babies.
Sounds like a party to me, Rob. Sounds like a
Sounds
party.
good. Sounds good. Amazing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're
Molly.
very welcome.